Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about the 7-day all-access meal plan for freshmen living on campus at UTK. So this isn't only for freshmen, but it is a required meal plan for freshmen who live on campus. So if that's you, keep watching the video. Okay, so this video, I'm kind of going to be talking about how to effectively use your meal plan, which may sound kind of weird, but you definitely want to get the most out of your money when you're spending like $2,000 a semester for your food. So I'll explain all of that in this video. So first of all, I'll go over the 3 parts of your meal plan. So you'll have unlimited swipes at dining halls, and then you'll have meal equivalency, and you'll have $300 of dining dollars. So that's just kind of an overview, and now we'll go into the specifics on each. So the first one I want to touch on is the unlimited meal swipes at the dining halls. And I want to touch on this first because this will most likely make up the bulk of your food for the year. So the unlimited swipes at the dining halls will be somewhere you can go any time of the day while they're open, of course, between usually 7 or 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. And you can pretty much just go in and eat whatever you want. It's like a buffet style. They've got vegan, gluten-free, a salad bar, fruit, pizza, southern foods like burgers, hot dogs, fries. They've got a wide variety of stuff. So you can go to these dining halls every hour if you wanted to. Now, that's not normal, of course, but my point being, you don't have to go like once during breakfast, once during lunch, once during dinner. You can go at whatever times you want and it doesn't matter. That's just all included in the money that you're paying. The next thing I want to touch on is meal equivalency. So basically, if you're tired of eating the dining hall food for one day or whatever the case is, you can choose to use that meal equivalency for that meal at a restaurant. So those restaurants are listed right here. And as you can see, each restaurant has a different time slot on it. So what that means is, we'll take Chick-fil-A for example. So Chick-fil-A is a dinner meal equivalency. So if you wanted Chick-fil-A one day instead of your dining hall meal, then you go to Chick-fil-A and say for next semester it's like $4.75 for dinner. It might vary a tiny bit, but it should be around that. So basically that $4.75 will be used towards the Chick-fil-A, and then you can no longer go to a dining hall for that meal. So one other thing you can spend your meal equivalency on is in the pod markets. They will have a little refrigerated section, and usually it will be small meals like noodles or a salad or a sandwich or sushi, something like that. And you can get one of those refrigerated items plus a drink and either fruit or chips. And that will always be exactly whatever the meal equivalency price is. So you bring it up to the counter, they ring it up, and that equates to whatever your dining hall meal would have been. So same with the Chick-fil-A example, you won't be able to go to the dining hall after you've used your meal swipe at the pod market. So now let's move on to the final part, which is your dining dollars. So you'll get $300 dining dollars a semester. Now that probably doesn't sound like that much considering you have to eat 3 meals a day and everything. But like I mentioned, you'll probably be eating from the dining hall most of the time or using your meal equivalency for that meal. But say you're using your meal equivalency with the example I mentioned earlier with the Chick-fil-A at nighttime. Say it was $4.75 and your total was $7.75 for your Chick-fil-A. So in that case, they will take the $4.75 out of your meal equivalency for that meal, and then they'll take $3 out of your dining dollars. So that would be $3 out of your $300 for the semester. Another example is, say you wanted Chick-fil-A biscuit for breakfast. Since Chick-fil-A is a nighttime meal swipe, that would mean that you would just have to use straight dining dollars for that breakfast. So say your total was like $6.25, that would come straight out of your dining dollars. One other way you can spend your dining dollars is if you go to the pod market any of the food you buy there, aside from that refrigerated section I was talking about, any snacks and stuff like that will be used from your dining dollars. It's a really convenient way though if you don't live close to the Publix, which is closer to West End, or you don't have a car to get groceries. The Pod Market, I will say, is a lot more expensive than regular grocery stores. Like a little box of Cheez-Its would probably be $3 or $4 instead of maybe $2 at Publix. But it is super convenient because it's right underneath the dining hall. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about with the dining dollars is the fact that yes, you have $300 that you have to spend from around mid-August until early December. And I found that people in my grade either spent all of it really fast or didn't spend a lot of it because they used their meal equivalency and ate at the dining halls because of the convenience. So then they had a ton left over at the end of the semester, and like I mentioned, you don't get that money back. It will roll over to the spring, but after that, you will not get any of it back. And likely, if you're one of those people who doesn't use all of your dining dollars in the fall, you probably won't use them all in the spring, and then you'll have nearly $600 that just goes wasted, or you end up spending all on the last day. So I kind of broke it down here. So you have $300 divided by 16 weeks of school. So that comes out to $18.75 a week. So let's just say about $20 to keep it simple. So as college students, we all kind of are guilty of this, for the most part at least. Many of us sleep in until, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., say we have class, and then before we know it, it's noon. So you've already kind of cut out one meal of your day. So then you're pretty much left eating lunch and dinner every day. If you're one of those people who kind of gets in the routine of going to the dining halls and eating every day, then you'll likely be one of the people who has a lot of money left over. And I personally found the dining halls nice because there was a wide variety of foods you could choose from there, rather than like Chick-fil-A, you've only got a couple of choices. So pretty much it comes down to about $6 every other day that you need to be spending through your dining dollars. So this again is like, say you had Chick-fil-A in the morning instead of the dining hall, or you got a Starbucks every other day, something like that. You'll just have to use about $6 every other day. And I kind of wanted to break that down to see how much it was every day, because I was one of those people who didn't use theirs until the very end, and then I ended up just spending it at the Pod Market, which again is a lot more expensive than a regular grocery store. One final tip I do want to say is make sure you don't use all of your dining dollars on the very last day. So it's fine if you end up with extra dining dollars, just spend it at the Pod Market or get you and some friends some Chick-fil-A. But sometimes they cut off the dining dollars a couple days before you think they were supposed to. And then you'll be left with this money that you'll never get back, which is really sad. So just make sure you use it, say, a week in advance before school is out, and then you'll be good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something meaningful out of it. I kind of just wanted to post it to help out anyone who's confused about the meals and stuff like that at UT, and just show you guys a better way to use your money rather than just keeping it until the end or splurging and using it all at once when you don't understand the options. Please, please, please feel free to mention something in the comments if you're still confused about something, or DM me on Instagram. I'd be very happy to help you guys out if you're confused about the meal plan or want other tips. Thank you all so much for watching. Please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more about stuff about UT or just life in general. And have a great week!